Welcome back, friends. In this section, we are discussing simply the Apple vibrations and what is about to happen, cycles of Apple. If you recall, we have been tracking these vibration reflections here earlier, and we had these targets hit. Now, this is a daily chart. Now we have a tool placed here as well. As you can see, as I move, it rotates the targets automatically. This is the EMF targets. This is part of level 2 coaching. But here we have a squared chart. You have to square the chart. It is using the fourth dimension vortex mathematics to project these targets. So we have to be in harmony with nature, with the proper squaring and circling and spiraling. So this is a spiral intimation of the price level. So right here, what we have is projected this level we did a while back in the July time frame. It came down, came up, came down, came down. This is where we are at this point. As the market rattles, what we can do is look at this current swing given the daily chart, right? And if that is the anticipated move, let's put some potential vibration blocks here. Why are we not doing this intraday? It's hard to track this. We can do it for one stock, right? Who's gonna keep printing this every day, 2 times a day? You should own this, you should learn it, and you should use it for rest of your life. That's the whole point. So this is what is happening at this point, and what we're going to do is put it on our channel on Twitter. So I've been given this channel to post things on, and other contributing members do it as well. So let's post it here, and we can say this is your. Now what is this channel? If you just look for 369forecast.com, Twitter / 369forecast.com, and this is where we are going to post it. Oopsie, not this one. This one right here. So you have reference, and also there is going to be a video. As I said, these are all the various vibrations we've been following for more than 18 months. If you are coming new into this, just wanted to give you some little bit heads up what we are dealing with here. And there it is. All right, there we go. Now let's do the same for AWS. I pulled up the Amazon daily stock. The square is enabled. So as you can see, the chart is squared, and these are the vibrations we projected in. We're tracking this in April, right? This is where things are going to be, and it comes very close, missed by $1, but beautiful downfall. We did enjoy this rise up. So now it is setting up for the news again. It's getting compressed. So let's just keep it simple without having to go through all this complex analysis, which you can learn, but we have done a full automation on that. So from this, the EMF was projecting here and here, and we did some reflection points here, which was, again, if you look at the videos, they're all there. Now let's do it something simple. All right. So let's put it on the most recent pivot, the EMF. And we're just starting with 369. Every stock has is 8 frequencies, but we are just showing in public 369 frequency. But there's a very massive structure for each stock. There are 33 dimensions of frequencies. We do a lot of complex frequencies, but then we look at the top 8 frequencies, and those will never change based on the IPO date. It's like a child is born, energy is released, and you can track his date of birth in cycles, and you convert those 8 different dimensions into cycles of time and price. But right now what we are showing is simply 369 static frequencies of this every stock, because they seem to be doing okay. If you want to get sophisticated in level 2, you will get to know these frequencies. At this point we have this hotspot, and we are projecting this. So let's keep these projections visible to us and see how this flows as time goes. On the top side we already have those frequencies we already printed earlier. It has not gone there yet. If it does, you can see we are there. So we can flip it on the other side. All right, so there is where we are. So let's plot these two as well. Other one's already there, you can just see it. So this is how we're expecting market to potentially jump up and down. Again, we off by $1 or $2, which is okay. Now these things, as you can see, this is what is creating those retest of tops and bottoms as well. So here we are. Now I should have plotted some numbers here. I forgot about that, but you can probably see them. Okay, I'll just get you close, right? So that's all there is. Now how you can effectively trade these, this is don't have to change this one, we can just put it here as well. So how effectively can we trade these is the question of tactical structuring of the deal, so you don't get hurt, and you add a bias. So there is a 8-point option trading which we cover in a level 2, which talks about all the option variables and how they can be biased to take profit from these levels, at these levels, and projected at these levels. And then we also have, as I said, bias, which doesn't mean we are not hedging. We have a hedged scenario plus bias added the way we structure the deal. So you may have a $1,000, $1,200 risk, but you have 120 days for it to work out. So if I'm sitting here, I have this target. It took, as you can see, it took almost 4 months, right? That's why you just structure the deals to give some time to work out. It moved $30 in one direction of interest. It took 120 days. So we can structure all these deals. So that is how this AMZN is going to play out. Let's check one last one, AMD. This is a lunch hour, power hour for you guys, and let's make full use of this hour. So let's put this also on twitter.com. All right, I'm going to pull up AMD now, and here is AMD. This was done in July. So AMD, we had a good run. So we had this projection and this projection already. It went to this projection, and then we had other higher projections. So let me add the EMF level 2 tool here, electromagnetic price target, and I dropped it on this hot spot, as you can see. So if I drop it here, it went down exactly to this point, which is also this, if you see this staircase going on, this is again a flattening of ellipsoids. All right, so very strong level, we already had that going. So based on that, the next levels are, one is here already projected, and let's flip it over on the other side. But this has already been met. From this target is already met September, since we haven't been tracking recently. All right, this target is already there with the merger of EMF and ellipsoid collapse, as well as bottom retest of this. Again, something has to really panic the market, like a kind of a big war scenarios where this can go there based on the world event. Something has to spook it, right? Big time. So these are the levels. I think they haven't exploited the bottom side. They did exploit the top side. So let's reverse this and put it in this most recent pivot and see where the EMF will take us. Must remember, there is no space in terms of space. Space is ether, and ether is electrons. So there has been development of last 15-20 years, the plasma mathematics. It is all plasma, all over the universe, interconnected through plasma. And the plasma mathematics is beyond comprehension, even for PhD guys in mathematics. A lot of partial differential equations, but those equations are being built, right? So we can describe and understand the universe in a much more effective way. As human souls evolve and they cycle back and come back to Earth, higher IQ is injected in them, so they can take it to the next level. Take who to the next level? The entire humanity in peace and love. That's the intention of higher civilization. So now we are going to see how can we flip it on the other side. It's simple. You just click here and we say flip true. You can add any frequencies you want here. That's why I was saying we are just keeping it starting at. Once you know these frequencies, we can inject the right ones for a given stock. Again, you got to own all this knowledge. Take ownership. Take charge. So you can use it. All right, so this is where we are. Okay, I don't want to get too much into more analysis at this point. I just had a simple 20-minute burst I was requested to do. Busy with finishing off the activities for business. Shall return end of the month, so we can continue in much more aggressive way, imparting the knowledge share at this moment, since this news is coming. So from that high, let me reverse it again, and let's do one thing before I depart. Let's do a pause here, and let's move this system to the top. You can see here the top is still reflecting on this point, which I already have mentioned. This is quite a ways, and again this is daily chart, right? If you go 4 hours and 1 hour, we can pretty much pinpoint where they're gonna go on an intermediate target. So that should conclude our 3 analysis of these stocks, and let's put this also on our agenda. on Twitter. So I'll just put it here like this, which is fine. You got the idea. Okay. One thing I made a mistake is I did not square the chart. Let me do that because this is supposed to be done on a square. Give me 1 second. Okay, I squared it. All right, so it's pretty close. I think it moved a little bit, not much, but we just want to give our sentiment analysis in a different way using very advanced, sophisticated approaches to understanding the market. This is just scratching the surface. Anyways, I think this should give you enough evidence to satisfy your itch. All right. So this has been exploited already. So I'm going to, well, I'll keep it here anyways, because remember we're just tracking it. It's going in a kind of a consolidation phase right now. We always do that, right? And then it's gonna move $30 here, it's gonna move here, it's gonna move there, right? So I got, I think if it gets to here, it'll be awesome. We can structure a lot of deals, multi-year deals at this point, but this is where we are. Thank you so much. And to do justice, let's put this on our twitter.com/369 forecast. Let's put AMD also here. And I'll upload the videos. I got to run. Thank you so much. And we shall connect much more aggressively starting in November. Thank you.